Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. Some the cord from my globe lamp here that is looking a little annoying. Of course, I can't actually see what's going on the screen, at least on the back end of the YouTube studio before I get started. So half the time I'm adjusting lighting, like I'm probably going to do right now, and all sorts of things. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Oh, you were like number 4. Thank you so much for that, Karen. I appreciate that. So hello, everybody. We have Andrea, Hector here. We have Karen, Jessica Lynn. Go ahead and let us know you're here. We'll do some shout outs. And I don't know, I've just been feeling really inspired the last few days. Yesterday was kind of brutal after my big truth-telling spiel. During the eclipse special we had on Wednesday evening, I got a major psychic attack. Imagine that. And one of the top symptoms on my list that I wasn't experiencing, I then experienced a huge migraine. So there was that. I dealt with that most of yesterday, but I just kept connecting to my inner self, my true spirit, that part of me that's directly connected to the original source creator outside this matrix. I know it's a mouthful, but now I'm getting used to saying that so it rolls off the tongue nicer that way. But yeah, that setting that intention to connect and bring in my own healing energy really helped it from escalating. So try that. If you are feeling any certain type of way, we really broke down these eclipse energies that are going to be lasting us probably about the next month. I know the eclipse season or eclipse corridor really only lasts 2 weeks from the new moon / solar eclipse or to the full moon / lunar eclipse. Sorry, my hair is all sorts of something today. Washing it right after this live stream. Yes, because we are on day, I think 7 or 8 of not washing it, and it's time. But yes, most people think, oh, the eclipse just happened, so those eclipse energies aren't affecting me. And technically, they're affecting you between eclipse seasons. So for the 6 months, right? Thank you so much, Jamie. Hello, hello. So we are affected, but we talked all about it on the eclipse special, how I personally, and you can think of something different if you would so choose. Hello, Mila. Welcome, new sub. Welcome, welcome. But you can think something. See, I'm all over the place today, you guys. This is one of the things. Jumbled thoughts, all over the place thoughts, which I'm already that person. I'm nonlinear thinking. I got all these. I'm juggling 50,000 thoughts in my mind at any given time. But yes. What was I saying? See, here I go. Already off on a tangent, forgetting. But this is a big part of, yes, that's right. I really break this down. It's stealing of thoughts, jumbling of words, jumbling of thoughts, not being able to, say what you want to say. This is a lot of what's going on with these eclipse energies. But the main point I'm trying to make here is we don't have to just go along with the energies that are at play. I thought my lotion here. Yeah, my hands are a little dry after washing my face and my hands earlier. We don't have to go along with just these energies just because that's what's written in the stars. Once you start connecting to your inner self, that is that part of you that's connected outside this matrix. You can start to be the glitch in the matrix. That is what so many of you that are here watching have incarnated to do. It's not just about following the status quo, fitting in, doing all this and that. Yeah, and if you do donate, there's 2 different price points. Check the description for the breakdown of that information. Mila, I hope I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, please correct me for my mistake so I can be calling you the right name. So yeah, this is about us reclaiming our sovereignty and not just going along to get along in this matrix. If we don't want to be experiencing these crazy ups and downs, we can start tuning back to our inner self. We got to go within to connect to that inner self. It's not found out there somewhere or, on a mountaintop. I mean, it could be that's where you find it, but technically you're finding it from within. Okay. So that's something we forget. And a lot of us, once we fall into that new age trap, new cage, when we first awaken, we just think, oh, well, I got all these spirit guides and other like tarot readers and spiritual leaders that are going to tell me how to do things and what to do, what to say, how to connect, and give me the answers I need. And it's okay, asterisks. It's okay to need validation once in a while. It's okay. But that inner knowing is going to basically be your resonance, your validation. It's not that someone said something and then they knew everything. No, you knew deep within already, and then whatever they said might have triggered a resonance, okay? So you already know these things on a deep, deep level. You already know the truth. You already know your heart. You already know what's best for you, what to walk away from, what you should be putting your focus or your energy into. And that's really what I wanted to focus on today is focus. What are we meant to be focusing on? And of course, if your card doesn't resonate, you can focus on whatever you want. That's the thing is you can pick and choose what you would like to validate or take on or not take on. It's all up to you. So I'm going to do a couple shout outs and then we're going to pull a card for everybody who wants one. I'll let you know the secret code here in just a moment. But yes, hello, hello. So we've got, like I said, Karen. Oh, Michelle Lynn is here as well. Jessica Lynn, the Lynn Squad. And then we have Amber, Jamie Wilson, Mila. We got A. Garcia. We got Sama, welcome. Hi, Amanda and chat. Sorry, it's been a while. Been dealing with a lot, but I'm always liking and sharing, even community posts. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Just stopping by to wish everyone a wonderful weekend. Well, I wish the same for you as well, my dear. Yes, we have Latoya here. Welcome, welcome, and get to Leka Ray. All right, so I think we've got, oh, the High Priestess is in the house as well. Hello, hello. Yes, okay, so anybody, sorry, my camera just jumped. I glitched. I'm a glitch in the matrix here. So the secret code to get yourself a card, and I'm going to explain kind of what we're doing with these cards. Put a 1313 in the chat. That will be your secret code to get a free personal card and a little teeny tiny mini reading from me today as my gift to you for hanging out with us today. And of course, if it appears that I have skipped you, please hold off until I do it like kind of a roll call or a last call, just because sometimes I get them in a different order than like I will see on the playback or that you see on this back end here, okay? Yeah, we love the full house. We got 13 people and it just went down to 12 right as I said that. Gotta love it. But yes, this is going to be a card of focus. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle, Spirit Animals Oracle. And I have like 5 or 6 different Spirit Animal Oracle decks, but this is the one that called out to me today. I do love the back of these cards as well. Kind of a newer deck to me anyway, to my collection. But we are going to get, and if this isn't what you would consider your personal spirit animal, those of you that like doing the whole spirit animal kind of archetype thing, you can just take the message. You don't have to really take the animal. But that being said, because this animal has been brought to your awareness, you might be seeing a lot of it just out in the wild, no pun intended. And it's very interesting. I have 2 personal spirit animals that are like my main spirit animals, which are very like 2 ends of a spectrum kind of, or 2 sides of a coin kind of animals, very opposite animals, which is a deer, like a white-tailed deer is one of my spirit animals. And then the other one is a grizzly bear. Both are very prevalent in where I live up in Montana. And sad fact, on the way to school this morning, I actually saw a very young, not a baby, but probably last year baby, whitetail was hit and was dead in the road on the way to drive my son to school. But it had snowed. It's a winter wonderland out there right now, so that's fun for us. But I felt so bad for the little deer in the road. And by the time I came back up the hill and came home, someone had moved him to the side of the road. So that was nice of them. I had my boys in the car. That might be traumatic if I were to get out and move the dead baby deer to the side of the road. But, you know, to me, there was a message in that for myself of, you know, leveling up, leaving old versions of myself behind. So, yes, that all being said, I am going to draw a spirit animal card, and the message that comes along with the card, even if it's not your personal spirit animal, if it is, that's just double confirmation that this is just amazing for you. But if it's not, you can just take it into consideration as a sign. You can even look up this spirit animal just with your own intuition, right? Your own personal Google, or go on Google or whatever search engine and find more information about it. Just to really paint a nice rounded picture for those of you that like the additional homework. I know there are people that watch that love when I give you guys homework, and others of you probably are just like, yeah, whatever. Okay. All of my spiel being said, we're going to scroll back up to the beginning of the 1313 list. I see A. Garcia first. Ooh, we already have a card coming out. We have the Snow Leopard with self-reliance. I'm going to show you the card here. and I'm going to read the message. So snow leopard, you can look this animal up for further information, but the focus message is you are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. I love that. So cool. Let's get Karen a card now. Karen's spirit animal and focus for, kind of now into the near future. I would say this reading will kind of last you a month. Like this is kind of your focus over the next month or so, which technically a month from today, I do believe, is the summer solstice. So wow, what an amazing, I didn't even just put that together until just now. No, I'm a liar. It's June 21st. It's the summer solstice. So yeah, I really am a liar. Sorry about that. But maybe this is going to resonate as long all the way till 2 months, but this is Karen's card, and we have the fox with clever. You're finding clever what's the word, like solutions to your obstacles or to the issues in your life. But it says here you are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. That's what I was channeling already, coming in through with my inner self. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you, and be open to romance. Playful flirtiness, even if you're already in a connection. This is just about reigniting that spark as well. All right, Michelle Lynn, let's get you a card, my dear. And so far, we don't have any donations. So this might be a very short live stream. Otherwise, whoever donates first, we will take care of you after all of these little mini readings here. So Michelle Lynn, and your card is Frog with Prosperity. Frogs are amazing, amazing creatures. But it says, let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. So that's very exciting news. Yeah, especially the part about opportunities close at hand and letting go of the past and embracing these new changes that want to find their way into your life. All right, so I hope that resonated, Michelle. All right, get to Lekka. Let's get you a card. And we have here Butterfly with Rebirth. Isn't that just stunning? Beautiful. So it says, you can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. So you really are possibly going through, and look in the background, we got lots of butterfly action going on today. We got lots of, that rebirth, transformational energy with this spring energy, taking us into that summer solstice energy over these next few months. This is just beautiful rebirth energy for you, Get to Lekka. So take advantage of any transitions that are knocking on your door so that you can just embrace these changes that are wanting to come into your life for your highest good. All right. Let's get Andrea a card. Andrea 54 Hector. All right. And we have here Deer with Love. Oh, so cute. So yes, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So this is a lot of self-care in this message. Self-love, love for others, caring and nurturing others as well. Powerful message there. We could all benefit from that message. All right, Jamie Wilson. Let's get Jamie a message. Ooh, this one really wanted to come out. These two might just be, I'll just read the animals in case you want to look them up. But the card in my palm here is your focus. So hummingbird and dragonfly. And your main focus card is loon. So a nice little loon there. And the keyword focus is intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. Love it. Yep. This is about just seeing your inner strength and using your intuition to really suss out anything that you're meant to be doing. But really right now is more of a time of being rather than doing. Okay. Sama, let's get you a card. Sorry, my nose is a little runny, a little itchy. We've got the bipolar spring weather of Montana going on outside, and I just got a message that baseball practice is canceled, even though Boston wasn't going because he's got a basketball game at the same time tonight. Oh, I'm going to plug my laptop in. I thought it was plugged in. But let's get, I think we're on Sama. Yeah, that's right. Sama, a card. Oh, itchy nose. That usually means some good luck is coming in. So Sama, good luck is coming in for you. And we have eagle with mastery, and that specifically is a bald eagle. So looking up more information about that could really help you. But it's about freedom, freeing yourself from the binds of the past, right? But it's also about mastering your authenticity as well. So you are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Love that message. All right, let's get one for Mila. I hope I'm saying your name right. All right, and her message is also Eagle. Look at that, with mastery. I'll read it again just in case you weren't listening for Sama's reading. So you are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. So this really is connecting to your inner self that exists outside of this, biodome here of the matrix. So connecting to your inner self, letting go of the fear or letting go of the past. But I said fear. So there might be something you're fearing about moving into the future for you specifically. So you are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. All right. So Latoya, let's get Latoya a card. And we have here Frog with Prosperity. This one came out for, I think it was Michelle Lynn, right? So we have let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. So maybe leaving behind the past so that you can make room for these new opportunities to come in. That's such a theme right now. Because think of it this way. If the trees hold on to their leaves, once the spring comes, the new buds can't arrive because there's the old dead leaves being clung to. So this is really about letting go of the things that just aren't resonating, aren't serving your future and your present, to make room for the things that will. All right. So did I get everybody that's up here? Yes. Jessica Lynn, did I get yours? I don't think I saw you up here. Guess not. Okay. I'm just making sure. I'm going to do another kind of roll call here at the end. But okay, Jessica Lynn, let's get your card. We did have a donation come through. I think that was Get to Lecca, but it went away too fast for me to know for sure. Jessica Lynn's card. Okay, we have here Swan with Grace. So beautiful. So it says, you who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. And I think this is almost like you talking to your inner self, that higher aspect, higher version of yourself. Higher, hierarchical wise, whatever, but it just has the higher knowledge. Let's put it that way. So help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. I'm also being reminded here, Jessica Lynn, of the story of the ugly duckling. What's the main theme of that story is, transforming, from the inside out, because the ugly duckling thought he was ugly, and then he realized, no, wow, I'm a beautiful swan. We all have our pains and kind of our, what's the word, like awkward phases that we go through, both with our, appearance, and also just, moving into a new version of ourselves can sometimes feel awkward when we're trying on new things. You're finding your way through it, whatever it is you're transitioning through, giving yourself grace as you go through it as well. All right, Amber, let's get Amber a card. All right, so we have the orca whale with adventure. How powerful. I love the orca. That, I swear, was my spirit animal when I was a child. I loved orca whales so much. I wanted to become a marine biologist. I really did. So we have here adventure for you, Amber. So dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. And be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. Wow, that's a lot to unpack. They really packed this card with a huge punch. So you might need to really ruminate on this and journal about it. And maybe even looking up the spirit animal of the orca whale to get some additional guidance is always a fun thing to do. All right. Oh, it's a great day astrologically. Currently, the moon, Uranus, and Mercury are all conjunct in Taurus. So perfect for messages. Amber, oh, you're answering, Amber. I love that. So Marlene, let's get Marlene a card. Marlene. Every time you try to watch, your internet freezes, the High Priestess said. Yeah, that can happen. A lot of times when there's information you might need, that can happen. All right, Marlene. And we have you, for you, I should say, elk with nobility. What a majestic creature he is. Yes. So celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you, and your ability to conquer, sorry, that's my husband texting me about the other baseball team. he coaches, so he might be canceled as well because of the snow, not because of his actions. You're canceled. So weird though. Maybe Marlene, because it kind of interrupted your reading, that you're getting a message from your significant other that maybe a practice is canceled, or hey, our plans are going to shift. We're doing this instead. This might be over the next week or so. So some plans might change. That's just another hot little thing that's coming in for you message wise. But powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. So especially if these plans possibly change for you, Marlene, and it kind of at first feels like, oh man, I was really looking forward to that, or darn it, this really throws a wrench in my gears. You're going to see the silver lining of why things are working out this way instead of the way you had originally planned, if that's the case. All right. So Rita Vega wants a card. Amber just took a salt bath. Lucky, lucky. I had to take one last night. I was so hurting with my headache and stuff. I just had to unwind for a minute. All right, my chat just jumped way down, so I'm getting back up here. Oh wow, we are way over the 20, not way over. We're already over the 20-minute mark, so I better hurry this up. Not like to speed pass, but you know what I'm saying. I better get with it. All right, Rita Vega, let's get you a card. So we have Giraffe with Visionary. Rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path, but I'll said higher. So there might be almost like you're selling yourself short right now, Rita. So, even any plans that you have right now, make sure they are in your highest alignment and you're not just settling for the sake of ease or familiarity or, oh, I don't want to rock the boat. Do what's in your highest alignment. We also have stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. So that just goes right alongside that message of not settling. So there's your card. And visionary. So maybe doing some visualization exercises can really benefit you right now also, Rita. All right, so let's see. How do you know who is your spirit animal? The main way that I knew growing up and, into my adulthood is just an animal that I just really loved, or it really vibed with, or it kept crossing my path either in my neighborhood or, if I'm watching the Discovery Channel or, seeing it on people's t-shirts. That can be a really strong way to know what your spirit animal is. And if you just have no idea at all, just closing your eyes and just allowing the first animal that comes to your mind to appear, if you can, see something in your mind's eye, or just hear the name of the word of the animal. I mean, these are all ways you can really find out. All right. Karen says she claims. I love it. All right, Linda. So we have Bison here with abundance. Wow. I really do see this as connected actually for you, Linda, to a past life you had as a Native American warrior priestess is what I'm hearing. Whatever that means. That's amazing. But let's see. Abundance. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. So maybe you're really diving into new ways of connecting to Mother Earth and her creatures, and also having just gratitude and, whatever prayer looks like to you. Maybe you're shifting up the way you just serve your own spiritual practice at this time, Linda. Beautiful message, though. Love it. All right, Tunisia, 1994. I do have, let's see. I think I have two donations. So Get to Leka will be first, and then Marlene will be on deck. And it looks like Get to Leka, I already have your questions, so no need to post that. We'll just roll right into your question after. Let's see, Tunisia, and maybe there's someone else here that has written the secret code. All right. So here we have for Tunisia, the puffin. Look at that. And this is about partnership. So accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So partnership doesn't necessarily have to mean romantic partnership unless that is something that's in your life or something you would like to bring into your life. This can just be all the people that you love that are around you, that maybe you don't really quite care for them, but they are around you, and just finding better ways to work with these people as well. All right. So I'll take a drink of water. All right, Ariana, let's get Ariana a card. And we have Elk as well. We had this one come out just a moment ago with nobility. So celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you, and your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. So anything standing in the way of your success right now, it's almost like, even if it feels like an outside source that's hindering you, um, it might be you hindering you. And that's actually good news, because if you're the one hindering you, just step out of your own way and things are going to really flow for you very soon. So if things have been feeling in one area of life or another, like they're stagnant, they're stuck, nothing's moving forward, a bunch of people are coming at you, whatever it is, just know that you have more power to shift this paradigm than you know you do. And really tuning into your successes in a very humble way, not in a braggy ego way, but just a very humble way. Just standing firm in your successes, in your accomplishments, can really help people kind of get on board with who you are on a spirit level. All right. So, yes, you're all so welcome. Absolutely. No worries, Sama. That is totally fine. I love that. Yeah, go out and pay that kindness forward. I would appreciate that. Yeah, that's all you have to do. No need to donate to me. Just go out and smile at a stranger. Help someone out in some way, big or small. Do what you feel called to. All right, anyone else? This is your last chance for a card. Put a 1313, even though we're already over time. But oh wow. Oh, wow, we have quite a few that I'm missing here. So let me scroll down. Okay, so Deep Tea, let's get you a card. All right, Elk as well. This card just wants to keep coming out. Nobility. So celebrate. Create, maybe you're creating something that you're going to be very proud of. That message did not come through for anyone else. So celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you, and your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. So again, anything standing in your way, sometimes we're the ones standing in our way. We just need to step aside and allow that energy to flow, and things will open up for you. All right. So Petra, 1313 for Petra. I'm loving the full house today, though, like Amber had acknowledged earlier. Petra, your card is Giraffe with Visionary. So rise above earthly matters, really tuning into your inner self, the more spiritual aspect of you. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path, stand tall in your self-worth, and love with a big heart. Yeah, not settling for anything less than you deserve at this time, Petra. Absolutely. Linda loves the Bison card. I'm so glad. I just, when I pulled that, I'm like, why does this fit so well with Linda's energy? I could feel it. 14 likes and 14 on the live. Yay. All right. So did everybody that wanted a card put a 1313? Because if you did, I will pull you a card. If I had skipped you and you put a 1313 and you didn't get your message, please put your 1313. The High Priestess. Let's your card. I just heard false start because I did drop a little stack of the deck and I had to put it back. Oh, no worry. So I'm going to reshuffle here to really, there might be a false start with something you think is, oh, okay, it's go time, let's do this. And then it stalls or it stops or the opportunity passes. But please fear not, because this opportunity is going to come back around in a more solid way that you can really grab onto it and make something happen for yourself, my dear. I just got this huge rush of excitement and major tingles on my crown, the High Priestess. So there's some really amazing energies coming in to support you from your own inner self, from the original source creator. Okay, so we have Elephant with Greatness. Look at this, first elephant of the day. I love it. Elephant is my son Wrigley's spirit animal. He's loved elephants since the very day he was born, I swear to God. But it says greatness. Love your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. Again, even if it appears that something isn't going to work out, doesn't mean it can't come back around. Just wait for that energy to be more supportive and then grab it as it comes by the next time, okay? All right, me too. Wow, thanks. You got tingles on my crown fingers. Oh, yay. Message received. Let's give Florence a card. Oh, wait. I guess we had a couple before Florence. So it's Amber A, and then Dorothy, and then Florence B. So Amber A, and those will be the last cards I can do because we're already 10 minutes over our free section. And I want to accommodate those who have paid for their donation question today. Amber A. Amber A. Ooh, you have Hawk with Messenger. First Hawk of the day as well. Very powerful and potent spirit animal right there. So we have, and it says, messenger, obviously. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. And I'm really honed in on this sun here, or sun symbolism, seeing a sun on a card, going out and connecting with the sun, seeing the sun on someone's t-shirt, just the word sun. Also Leo energy, sun rules the sign of Leo. So yeah, see what else resonates. Looking up these spirit animals as well, you guys can bring some additional guidance and homework if you so choose. And I hope you have a fabulous weekend. To those of you that are dipping out now, but let's see. Dorothy and then Florence B. So Dorothy Collins, let's get your card. Ooh, you have Raven with Shaman. I love a good Raven, a good crow. The totem pole as well is another symbol coming through for you today, Dorothy. But this is about really embracing those shaman, abilities within you, because you've had a lot of past lives as a shaman, as a medicine man, medicine woman. So you are the creator and the magician. Use your gifts for good. There's power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your peace as keeper of the mysteries. Literally going out and just observing and watching and connecting with the ravens just telepathically. You don't even have to say it out loud and feel like a weirdo in your neighborhood or anything, Dorothy, but just connecting. And not just ravens. I see you have a very strong connection to any bird. Even people that have a fear of birds, sometimes there's just this fear of how powerful it can be when they connect. Because I know there are certain people I know in my personal life that are absolutely, sorry about that, I'm going to silence my phone, absolutely terrified of birds, but they are very telepathic with birds, but they're also at the same time very terrified of them. But then I know other people in my life that absolutely love and adore birds. So wherever you fall on that spectrum, Dorothy, connecting to birds is going to really benefit you. And Florence. Florence is our last one of the free cards. So let's get Florence B a card. And we have here Raven as well. Look at this bird energy coming in hot. Yes, so there's that shaman, much like we just said with Dorothy and established with Dorothy. You really do have this medicine woman, medicine man energy as well. But you are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. And also, really connecting to the air sylphs, the air elementals for you, Florence, would really benefit. Especially if you're doing a lot of traveling right through the air and the airplane. Connecting to the air can bring you a lot of wisdom. Also the wind. The wind is part of the air element as well. And there's a lot of wisdom in the wind is what I'm hearing for you as well. All right. Birds are drawn to you. It makes sense that the hawk is a spirit animal for me. Oh, that's so cool. And the last 3 readings we did were just bird spirits. I love that. Wow, you remember I'm still in Marbella, Spain. Oh, yay. That's right. How's it going over there, Florence? I bet it's lovely. Not so much like it is here right now with snowing and baseball canceled. Baseball practice being canceled. See, I can talk. Words are not that hard. All right, I am going to update our list here. And I know get to Lekka was first. And then Marlene. And then Karen with a 1 card. Yes, and that's what I got. That's our list. Karen. Karen. Oh. I'm not sure that I spelled that right, but hopefully that is definitely not right. I don't think I spelled your last name right, Karen, and I do apologize. I know who I mean here, so we're good. Hello, Brianna. I thought that was so cool about the last call for alcohol thing on your comment about you being a bartender that I had no idea. I'll pull you a card real quick. We're here. Let's just do it. You and Julianne, let's do it. And then we'll move in to get to Lekka's question. I will paste my list here. Yeah, that was so crazy. I love it. All right, Brianna. Here is your spirit animal. And this is kind of just to say we are using this as our point of focus over the next month or so. So we have Unicorn. Hello, Miss Unicorn. We did not get this with anyone else. Look at this. And it says infinite possibilities. So you really are in some major manifestation vibes right now. I love it. I know I never make alcohol jokes. That is so crazy. Yes, you are the sovereign of the seen and unseen world. Yes. The magic of love surrounds you, absolutely. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness and go beyond the ordinary to become a legend. Yes, absolutely. I love it. I bet it feels so good to be near the ocean and nature. Oh, I would just absolutely love to connect with some warm, let's say warm ocean weather right now. It is so you. I love it. Mama Monica is delivering the good news today. All right, so there was one more person we were going to get. Julianne Brooks. Let's get Julianne a card. And this definitely is the last one because we got to get into everybody who has paid for a reading. For Julianne, we have here, dear, with love. So your focus is love, self-love, and other. So be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things and acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Beautiful. Yeah, this really is just nurturing yourself and those around you at this time. And doing some things around the home. I'm seeing you really wanting to declutter, deep clean possibly, do some gardening, some outdoor stuff at your home if that's possible for you. Oh, it's 2 N's and 2 L's. That's where I went wrong. That's where I went wrong with your name, Karen. There we go. And it's an E, not an A. That's another mistake on my end. Now we have it. Now I got it. All right. Oh, you're cleaning today? Yay. There you go. You're on the right path. You're doing what's best for your energy right now in real time. I love it. Okay, so we've got our nice little list of 3 donators thus far, and we're going to get first into Get-to-Leka's question, which she already has over on PayPal. So I'm going to head over to my email and grab her question, and we're going to get right into it. And once again, we are using the Wake Me Up Tarot. This is a new one that I'm absolutely obsessed with. And I love the depictions on these cards. So how am I changing internally, mentally, emotionally, and energetically? And how that might change, how might that change my experience in the outer world? Any changes in personal and professional life? Yes, let's really tune into that inner environment. I see just by shifting, you're doing some sort of shift to your like current spiritual lineup or just kind of spiritual routine. That's really going to change the game for you to be able to bring more of your inner self online for you. But let's see exactly how Get-to-Leka is doing that. These inner emotional, mental, spiritual shifts. Yeah, it's about finding balance, not being busy, not being on all the time. Waking up in time to watch the sunrise, if that's a potential or a possibility for you. I'm hearing just quiet mornings. Of course, the birds chirping, you know, to me that still resonates with just like natural noise. So it's not like a distraction, but just like a natural, very slow, even if you have to get up just a little bit earlier to achieve this, like especially if you have to get up to an alarm and then get off to work and all this. Just making some very important time, like spiritual time for yourself in the morning. If this is something you already do, just finding ways, kind of new ways to operate in this kind of current workflow or routine with your morning routine. All right, let's see these internal shifts specifically, because that's kind of an external way you're dealing with the internal shifts. But really, it's about bringing more of your spiritual gifts online or your spiritual self online to balance out all of the mundane, workflow, personal life flow with, connections with people, and bringing more of your spiritual light online in those connections and, jobs and just things you need to be doing. And we have the Fool. Yep, there's that new energy coming in, trying the new things. And very interesting how we have a little birdie here, almost like holding her dress or her skirt. You see that? Little bird right here. So cute. So yeah, just really this is about this inner child, this innocence, just feeling more lightness and joy in your day and just bringing down the stress levels. Maybe you're working with some certain tonics, tinctures, teas that you're making from very organic, or maybe you're sourcing your own. If you do grow your own herbs and can make your own teas or tinctures, or I'm even seeing you possibly being able to make your own like salves and lotions if that's something you're into. Your own candles if that's something you want to do. Just making your own ritual tools like candles, oils, teas, tinctures. I just see you maybe just getting a little crafty in the kitchen, or crafty, like just really connecting with your natural self, but also your spiritual self, about finding that nice balance between the two. But you really are going to be utilizing your emotional state, your mental state, to help you know and temper your balance your emotions at this time. Anything else Vitaleka needs to know? Ooh, that one went flying. 6 of Swords. So there's this element of healing. And it's very interesting to me how it appears they're going toward the storm, but it's almost like it's weird, because to me it's almost feeling like she's looking back rather than forward, even though she's traveling forward. And I don't know why that is. This is so interesting. But it's like there's a mountainous area where the storm is. So to me, mountains can, they can represent really beautiful things. But in this depiction, it kind of reminds me of treachery, or just really difficult things you've overcome. And to me, it feels like it's in your past. Even though she's traveling toward it, to me, it feels like she's looking, back at it. So there might be something you thought you have healed coming back into your future, but you're more equipped. It's like you've got the map, you've got it printed out. If you think old school, back when we didn't have, Google Maps and all this, GPS on our cars and phones and whatnot, and we'd have to print out a map on our printer, or even farther back, we'd have to go down to the, convenience store or whatever and buy an atlas, or, a map of the local area to get around where we needed to go. So it's almost like you've been there, done that. So you've got the map to really navigate anything coming for you. But again, this does really feel like past energy just coming back around to see if, hey, has she learned the lesson from this? And this could just be people treating you a certain way, and where you feel you need to maybe people please with certain people, so that it feels to me like this could be people at work where you're feeling like you can't really say what you want because you don't want this person to blow up or take it the wrong way. It's almost like that walking on eggshells kind of feeling of, oh, well, I really want to say this to this person, but I'm just going to hold back. And not that you want to unleash on them or be mean or anything, but just tell them, hey, the way you're doing that seems a little backwards. Maybe this way would work better. But this person maybe just doesn't like to hear constructive criticism or any kind of feedback. But to me, this does feel like you being able to speak your truth. And they might receive it a little bit better than you're thinking they will. All right, anything else for Vitaleka? All right, we have Knight of Cups. So yet again, travel. Look at this. 2 people in a car. Yeah, this definitely is a travel card. There could even be some short distance, not usually long distance travel with 6 of Swords. That's more the World or the Chariot, or even the 8 of Cups can be like a long distance. But usually the 8 of Cups is more of a soul-searching kind of trip rather than just a trip. But then there, again, with the emotional state, you're on the move. Your emotions are moving through you, Vitaleka. So if you are feeling a certain type of way, good or bad, just allow the energy, the emotion to flow through you. You don't have to attach to it or try to dissect it, or, kind of what we were talking about in this card about the storm from the past coming full circle. You don't have to sit and mentally dissect it. Just really tune into it with your heart and feel your way through it. And any especially negative emotions that you're feeling, or just kind of sadness or even depression that you're picking up on, a lot of it could be from your past, but some of it could just be, people in your area. As that empath, you do pick up other people's energy. So clearing your energy from time to time can really benefit you. Let's just get a closing statement. Anything else Vitaleka needs to know? I don't think it's too early. Let's get another shuffle in here. Anything else for that internal shift? Ooh, yay! We have True Love with Guinevere. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did this not come out for you on Wednesday? Remind me if I'm wrong on that. But it says, the romantic stirrings of your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. And this romantic night coming in, and this card could indicate love. It could indicate love. Doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be platonic love, familial love, love for your fellow man, your animals, your friends, whatever. But it also could be romantic love if that's something that's on your radar at all at this time. Could be love looking to find you at this time. So that's kind of exciting. All right. I hope that resonated, Vitaleka. Kind of a lot of little random messages came through for you, but really focusing on that spiritual routine, specifically in the morning, right after you wake up. That's such a potent time to connect to your true spirit, your inner self. And maybe just shifting up or kind of shaking up the way you do your spiritual routine can really help you feel more connected to your spiritual aspects. All right. So up next, we got Marlene V. And then Karen on deck with a 1 card. Get my list here. We already did all the free readings the first 40 or so minutes, I think. Well, like 36 minutes or so. But here's a hot tip. If you did want a message, you could just scroll back and just hop on someone's message and just see if it resonates. That's something that you can do for sure. All right. So, Marlene V, you're so welcome, my dear. Get to Lecca. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I know you're getting a jump start on the weekend being like a day ahead of us or so over on where you're at. All right, so Marlene. Ooh. And I don't know that she has posted her question, but I'll double check. No. So we will wait for Marlene's question. There it is. I actually like a message for my grandma. It was weird. She called me yesterday to see if I could ask for a message for her. It's strange for her to ask, but I told her I would. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. And you can, I don't know if she's got internet. I know, well, one of my grandmas does sort of, and the other one never, ever had internet. So, you know, depending if she has internet or not, you can send her the link for this. And I can timestamp. I'll actually timestamp Marlene's grandma. Or if you just want to reiterate it for her, I'll timestamp this. Grandma. Okay. She did, but she doesn't use YouTube or anything. Okay, cool. So you can either play it for her if you are in the same area as her, or, you know, do it how you do it. Oh, she doesn't understand it. Aw. Well, did she have a specific, you know, question or what have you? So we're at like 46:21. So we'll timestamp that for Grandma, Marlene's grandma. Oh, and Michelle has donated for a 1 card, so I will update that as we get the reading for, not really a question, just want to see what comes through. Okay, we can do that. I'll add Michelle to the list. And 1 card. Okay. And I copy paste, so I have it. Okay, so we'll just see what comes through then. We're going to see what comes through. Okay. Karen, if you want, you can just post your question if you're on a call, and I can still do your question when your time comes up here after Marlene's grandma's question, and then you can just check back. No worries. As long as I have your question, I can roll right into it for you. So, all right. So here we go for Marlene's grandma. Anything she needs to know. And we have here Ace of Wands. There might be some new creative ideas or ideas, just ways to improve your life, my dear. And it could even be working on some sort of art. This is always a very artistic card. You know, new ideas, new inspirations, epiphanies, ideas coming in, just feeling very inspired. I don't know, Marlene, you can maybe answer this. If your grandma does any gardening, this is a great card to get for, you know, starting a garden or wanting to design some sort of really beautiful and creative space. And I always think of natural places when that energy is about. So it could be some sort of garden or even an indoor garden. Anything creative, really. Cooking, sculpting, interior design, gardening. I mean, it could be anything. Possibilities really are endless. And you don't even have to just take on one fun thing. It can be anything. Oh, feeding her birds, watering her plants. Yes, very nature-oriented here. Could even be a trip that she's planning here soon, that she's going to be able to go on a trip, vacation. Doesn't have to be far away. Could even be people coming to visit her. There is just this element of her wanting to energetically reach out to people and nature, possibly going on a trip if that's something she wants to do. But yeah, there's some forward momentum, finally being able to see the fruits of some labor or plans that have been made. She's now finally to take action on those plans. Marlene's grandma. Ooh, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So these plans could be something she's been hoping or wishing for a long time, and especially if she's been wanting family to come visit or to go. I see. Maybe I heard the word expo. I don't know if that's a thing that she's wanting to do, or some like I don't know, touring homes maybe. Touring a place like home and garden. Just so much garden stuff coming to my mind for this. Hello, Sandy. So yeah, this to me feels like you being able to, Marlene's grandma, this is the you we're referring to, being able to do something you've always wanted to do or something that you've been wanting to have happen or manifest for a while. You're going to be able to experience that, whether this is seeing family you haven't seen for a while, going to visit some places, or even yard sales. Is that something your grandma does? I'm seeing like someone going through some yard sales, like just doing some fun things like that. Maybe even antique stores if she's into that. Of course, Marlene would know. Let's just see any other messages for Marlene's grandma. And it's very interesting how my phone is here. I turned the things off, but I keep getting all these notifications and what have you. And my cousin, my grandma that I don't know as well, my cousin on that side of the family just messaged. So there's a message there that maybe so for her, it would be her granddaughter, a granddaughter that's not you, Marlene. So if your grandma has another granddaughter, that might be coming to visit or might be sending a message or something like this. We also have the Five of Swords in reverse. It fell to the floor. That's why I just bent down to grab that. When it's upright, not good news. When it's in reverse, it's about finding a common ground with people that maybe you've had some disagreements with, or, she goes to the yard sales with your sister. That could be the other granddaughter that we were tuning into. Love it. Also, if there is another granddaughter that's literally your cousin, Marlene, there could be something fun she's doing with that cousin. Female cousin specifically is the energy I'm getting. Or if there was some sort of falling out or disagreement with this cousin, her other granddaughter that's your cousin, if that's even a thing, like it might not be. Energetically, whatever this feels like for you. There's a coming around and people seeing things more on the level rather than that agree to disagree energy. If there is a message from Juan, I think she'd probably ask if he came through. Yes, let's see. Of course. And I'm not picking up that Juan, it's like he's not worried. Like there's nothing he's worried about, but we have justice in reverse. So to me, this is more a message for her rather than him feeling he needs to get her a message. This is more for her, especially after he passed away and since he's passed away, just this very imbalanced energy, or her maybe feeling that was totally unfair. He was taken too soon, and maybe even just, and I don't want your grandma to take this the wrong way, because it's not like she's blaming him, but some certain part of her is like, if I had done better, maybe this wouldn't have happened. Maybe he wouldn't have, done this to himself and then ended up in this position. But really, Juan is saying there's nothing she could have done to prevent this. Even if your grandma has any kind of regrets about, anything from the time he was born and all the way through, everything makes sense. So again, if she's feeling like there's something she could have done, the woulda, shoulda, coulda, there's really nothing she could have done to stop this. It was one of his destiny exit points. Let's get another message from Juan, from Marlene's grandma. Okay. Yeah, Five of Wands. Yeah, especially any inner conflict you have or conflict that was caused because of Juan's passing. That could be what's being alleviated here, what's being rebalanced, recalibrated, because to me, this did come out in reverse, but it's like the tables are turning on that justice. Anything that felt unfair, that you're going to start to see kind of a balancing of those energies come out. And any disagreements, quarrels, sadness, just grief that made this difficult situation of relating to one another after one's passing is going to shift. There's going to be a major shift there for all of you. Let's just see anything. Oh, this one went flying. Aww. So is your grandmother Juan's mother? Because that's the vibe I'm getting. And I got major chills for confirmation there with birth. I birthed fruitful and sacred assignments. And she gave birth to Juan, if she did. Just correct me if I'm wrong on that, but the cards tend to know what's up here. So we'll just say, yeah, that's probably what's going on here, that she is his mother. And anything that she, again, is regretting, thinking she could have done better or different. No, it was meant to be this way. And I know that sounds so difficult and hard. Like, it shouldn't have ended this way. He had such a zest for life. Um, Technically, he could have chosen a different exit point at a later date, but this just, it was so difficult for him to be on this planet energetically that your love, so Marlene's grandma, Juan's mom, her love was what got him as in this world as long as he did. Her love, her support, her kindness. And even if at times she would, you know, be like, what are you thinking? And, you know, be really upset about his behavior. Nothing she did, nothing your grandma did, Marlene, caused him to exit early. So if she's got any kind of what if, cancel that. That's what Juan wants her to know more than anything, is peace of mind that there's nothing she could have done differently, better, worse, whatever, that would have made anything really different. It was up to him, and he chose the earlier exit point. There was even an exit point around the age of 15. I don't know if he was mixed up with some kids that were messing. I see, like, it's very interesting because I'm seeing a weird series of events. There was like a switchblade knife. There was some train tracks. There was like a height, like a tall, like something he could have jumped off of. Something he was doing at age 15 with some friends. There were 3 other boys with him. And there was a girl, but she had left earlier in the day from this. And this just might not be something that your grandma knows anything about, Marlene, but this is kind of the stage that's being set. I see kind of a rough area of town, if that's a, you know, if you can point to a place that was a rough area of town, that he was maybe just mixed up with some people he shouldn't have been. But that was also an exit point for him, and he chose to stay on not a conscious level. This was all spirit led. He was supposed to actually get harmed really bad and pass away at that time, but he chose, no, I'm going to stay longer. So yeah, he had that exit point. That would have been when he was 15 years old. Oh, she had him at 42. That was her youngest. It was a horrible fight between adults in the family and others. It was super dangerous event. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But there were some friends there. It just might have been a very volatile year for him. At age 15, something that was going on. But I know exactly what you're talking about. My grandma knows about. Okay. So I don't need to try to like suss out what this exactly is. She knows. But yeah, there's nothing that should have been different, could have been different. So any regrets that she might have about anything, and even actions of other family members that had nothing to do with her that she wished she could have like slapped them upside the head so they didn't do or say what they said or did. Still, it was always supposed to happen this way. So regrets should be placed on the shelf and possibly burned or given away, because there's no need for regret here. And there's a big love. Big love is coming in for her from Juan as well. Big, big love. And I bet that is just the hardest thing, to lose her youngest child. That has to be just so difficult for her to deal with that, to go through all of that pain and heartbreak of losing your baby. Aww. Big hugs to Marlene and Marlene's grandma. Aww. All right. So hopefully that was helpful in some capacity. I just never know what's coming through. And sometimes what does come through sounds and looks confusing, and sometimes me just explaining it out, you guys can figure out the details. All right. So Karen for a 1-card read, and she's already got her question. She's already got a question out. And then we have Michelle Lynn. I'm going to update the list. We had a couple others come in as well. So donation, list. So we're going to take care of Karen's right now, and then Michelle Lynn 1 card. Then Sandy. And then Florence with a full read and a 1-card read, or did you want to do 3 1-cards? Just let me know how you want to break up that donation. So I know sometimes you do donate for multiple questions. Just let me know how you want to play that out. So just Sandy, and then Florence. I'll just write +1 card so that'll remind me. Okay. There we go. That is what we're working with. So Karen, so what is coming in the next few months dealing with a lot? John, cut off abruptly has been this way on off 7 years. It has been so toxic to me in no context since I agreed, not good communication. You see him always. Okay, hopefully I can figure out exactly what your question is. So what's coming in the next few months dealing with John? Cut this off abruptly. It's been this way on and off for 7 years. It was toxic. Okay, there's a sense of moving on, moving forward here with this Three of Wands. Could even be a travel or a trip or a move possibly distance wise away from his energy, or maybe he has moved away from where he once was. Um, but no contact. This to me feels like both parties being able to move forward and not have to repeat these same 7 year cycle. And it's very interesting you mentioned the 7 year cycle because we just closed out a pretty major 7 year cycle earlier in this year, around February, that was been going on or had been going on, the previous 7 years. So it makes sense, probably from about February on, that you're ready to close out this cycle and try something new, something fresh, something different in this relationship. Which, if it's been toxic for 7 years, just saying no and goodbye to the relationship would be the best thing to do. Yeah, because there's new love that wants to come in for probably both of you, but definitely we're mostly tuning into your energy, Karen. So there's a new love that wants to come in. Of course, there might be some healing that's needed between this thing that you've had going on with John on and off for the last 7 years before this new love comes in. But if you already are dealing with a new love interest, this could just be healing in tandem with this new love if that's what you're dealing with or currently going through. Or especially if you've been like, I'm never gonna go and be in love again, you'll be changing that tune soon, because the person you'll attract next, especially if you're really working on yourself and healing from your connection, you can find someone who's much better suited for you. Yeah, Knight of Wands. This is going to be a very passionate love spark. Someone who has your back, you have their back. You guys can talk for all hours of the night. The drama threshold is very low. The excitement threshold is very high. It's fun. It's flirty. Possibly some travel and trips together with this next love interest as well. But let's just see, as far as Karen tuning into, coming in the next few months, dealing with just the abrupt thing. Yeah, again, cutting as many cords or just separating your energy out from John's, is going to be your best bet. And not being tempted to reach out to him or to try to contact him in any way, or even you wondering about him or going on social media and trying to find his profiles and seeing who he's talking to and what's going on, that's still a form of attachment and courting. So even if you're not dialing him up and trying to contact him that way, just you thinking about him and then going online and searching him out, that will create a new cord. So be very careful about that. One of the best things you can do is clear those cords and just release, let go of that energy, because it doesn't need to have a hold on you anymore. And I mean, literally, they're reaching into each other's hearts. Look at this. That's so codependent. So this is about cutting those codependent ties, because your future and what actually wants to come in for you. Look at this, Karen. This is so beautiful and fun and exciting and exactly the kind of love that you've always deserved, but never gave yourself, enough credit to deserve. You really do deserve this love. So the less you can focus on John and what he's got going on, and even what you've been through, of course, healing and dealing with what you've been through so that you can be in a good place to receive the new love coming in over the next, I would say this is a 3-year time span, but probably closer to 2 months. It could be anywhere between the next 2 months to 3 years. Time is this weird rubber band that we could make things really happen quickly, or we could really delay them if we don't take certain things or don't do certain things. And I would say if you're going to fast track your healing, you could probably bring this person in much sooner. But if you are maybe even just trying to find someone else to fill the void that John left behind, you could attract another person a lot like him, because those lessons have not been learned. The healing has not been accomplished. So the sooner you can do the healing and the cord cutting and really the loving of yourself again, because going through 7 years of trauma and toxicity in a love relationship, that's going to take time to rebuild your love and trust in yourself. And just not not beating yourself up for allowing that to happen. You know, it can take a minute. It can take a minute. So give yourself the grace, the time, the love, the care, the attention that you deserve over these next few months to really clear the cords from, what John is doing. If he still lives in your vicinity and you're still running into him, or you have mutual friends, or your family still talks to him, or any of those scenarios, you can still set up some very secure boundaries or shields around you and your energy where he is concerned. But if it's been a clean break, you don't have to, associate with him in any way, or any of his friends or his family. Um, then that's probably better for you to heal from this and just move on. But if you are still running into people who know him or talk about him, or if you're personally searching him out online or in person or what have you, um, that could just create a delay in your healing. And you deserve to heal. You really do. And you deserve someone better than what he was giving and offering you. And he even brought out, I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming you. I'm just maybe blaming the circumstance. That he even brought out the worst in you, where at times you didn't even recognize who you had become. And you're, kind of like, I don't know what's the word, like dialing that back and really closing out those cycles where you became versions of yourself that you didn't appreciate, so that you can, really bring in and embody those versions of yourself that you love and that you crave and that you feel good in being. Because those versions of yourself that were toxic in the toxic relationship, they really aren't you. That was like a coping, to be able to cope in the relationship. And you can allow those versions of yourself to fall away or die away, and that will make room for these new, more heightened versions of yourself to come online for you. And especially for you, but also in your next relationship. All right, Karen, I hope that resonated, my dear. All right, so Michelle Lynn, I do believe you are next. And then Florence B. Oh, and she's got her question here. So the yes, no, and then I think she'll have another question here in a moment. Where did I post? Oh, there's my donation list. Okay. So Michelle Lynn, and then just Sandy is on deck. And then Florence, full read and one card read. Boom. There we go. Okay. Michelle says, will I see any physical changes coming? Let's see. So will I see any physical changes this coming May? Okay. Let's find out from Michelle. Physical changes this coming May for Michelle. Ooh. Physical. They're about to do like the three-legged race, not a one-legged, three-legged race. Look at that. So that to me would take an element of physical capability. Maybe even partnering up with someone. It doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a gym buddy. If you're doing any kind of physical therapy or any kind of healing modality with, I know you had that back injury, pairing up with someone to help you with your physical issues could really help. If you're kind of at that point where you've overcome a lot of the physical issues and you're just ready to strengthen yourself, it could be, wow, it could be some sort of personal trainer or something. But look, you have the lower octave and the higher octave of the same energies, the Two of Cups and the Lovers. But at the heart of both these cards, it's about making a decision that is in your best interest, that's going to change your life for the better. So also could be love. Let's just put that out there. So maybe a lot of your physical changes will come in as a result of finding some love or even just some flirty vibes. It doesn't necessarily have to lead to a relationship, but there just could be just some motivation and some flirtiness going on, that's really making you feel like you're ready to change your life. You're ready to make a big step and shift yourself. Yes, I keep my eyes open for a good place to go to. I'm feeling better after my acupuncture. Yeah. And that was something I was going to say too when I said physical therapy. I wanted to say acupuncture, and then I remembered you'd probably done that already. But that's something you can repeat. It's not just a one and done thing. I mean, it can be, but yeah, that could be something you can repeat, as often as you think you need. And it would benefit you, especially if you're setting specific intentions for your own, true spirit to come in and really utilize that acupuncture energy along with your own spiritual essence to heal yourself in whatever capacity. But let's see the physical changes that are coming for Michelle this May. Ooh, yeah, you're getting clarity, and then there's that Knight of Cups as well. There's so much love. It's almost like a love interest is trying to hijack your kind of physical reading here. And then I just heard Olivia Newton-John's song "Let's Get Physical." You heard that one? If you haven't, just search it out and maybe read the lyrics. I don't know all the lyrics, but maybe there's a profound piece of wisdom within those lyrics for you. But look at all this romance. It's trying to come into your life. Love comes on it. Yeah. And it's very interesting because I think when we've tuned into your love readings late, any like more recent love readings we've done for you, it's almost like your own self-love has hijacked those readings. But now love is wanting to come in. Could also be self-love, but really this is very extra. This is not just self-love. This is someone's got their eye on you kind of energy. And then Ace of Swords. Look, any bounds that have been, seemingly or literally holding you back in any way physically are being broken. Look, the chains are being broken and removed. We've got a big yes here, big clarity. Any confusion you've had in the situation, you're being very clear as to any, whatever obstacles before you, you're getting a very clear cut answer as to how to overcome it or move around it or just rise above it in some way. All right, let's see any other words of wisdom or advice. This one fell off the top, so maybe it's a message. And we have concealment. Ooh, yeah. And that goes right along with that, any confusion or just unsuredness you've had, and it's 11:11 right as I'm saying this, at least on my clock. It's probably 1:11 for you where you're at in the world. Yeah, so anything that's been concealed or cloaked from you is going to be illuminated. You're going to be able to see very clearly what's going on. And then I just heard that song, I Can See Clearly Now the Rain Is Gone. I always forget who sings that one. So you got 2 song downloads in your reading. One more card for Michelle. Anything else she needs to know about this physical healing in May? Ooh, Guardian with familiar. So I don't know if you have a cat or a dog or a pet or even just nature's animals to connect to really help you as a guide. I'm not saying to reach out to any kind of spirit guides, but utilizing Mother Nature's familiars or even your own, your own inner spirit as your guide, your guidance system is going to be way more beneficial than possibly connecting to a false entity or a dark entity that's parading around being something they're not. Yeah. So I would say you're guarding your own energy as well, to be able to know what's best for you as far as, what exercises to do, which ones probably not to do so you don't re-injure yourself. Oh, you're drawn to animals lately. Well, there's that message for you. Connecting to animals, even if it's just you're laying in bed at night and you're thinking of cats or dogs or horses or whatever, just connecting to the essence of those animals and sending them love. Because all of animal kind, along with humankind, could use some love. So, that's very valid. Awesome. I hope that resonated, Michelle. Yeah, you got some love, I think, that's trying to knock on your door in May. If not, maybe sooner. Who knows? But yeah, there's definitely some love that wants to come in. So, focusing on your physical health and wellness and just feeling stronger in mind, body, and spirit is really going to help bring that love in, I think. Love it. All right, so just Sandy is next, and then we got Florence on deck. I think Florence's 2 questions will be our last. Well, they don't have to be our last donations, but they're the last 2 that I currently have. Anyway, yes. Yeah, okay. What does Sandy need to know right now? I just heard something about a tattoo. So I don't know if you had been thinking about a tattoo or someone recently got a tattoo and showed it to you. There's something about a tattoo. I have no idea what that is. Oh, we got a little child here. Connecting to your own inner child, connecting to the sun, getting out in the sun if that's at all possible for you. Just connecting to nature, even if you're just sitting there. But if you can be in motion, I don't know if you can go out there on a bike ride or just walk around the neighborhood or, if it's difficult to do in the area you're at, driving to a place that's easier for you to walk around in. Just something that's going to ignite you, like light you up, bring you joy from the inside out. Really tuning into the things you also enjoyed doing as a child, even if you can't do them to the same capacity or just the way you do them is different. You could really benefit even from watching children. You just be children, It's like not just being a random creeper at the park. They're watching kids, but like, in a very innocent way. Going to the park and just watching the just vivaciousness of the children. Yeah, or if you have, family or extended family that has children that you can just really be close to just feel this lovely, vibrant, just childlike innocence that comes from children is very important for young and old alike to really tune into that energy. What else does our wonderful Sandy need to know right now? Ooh, Queen of Swords. So there's something you need to speak up about. This could even be telling your body certain things or telling certain people where to stuff it, in a very polite way, because she can get a little mouthy here, Miss Queen of Swords. But there might be someone you need to basically tell them to F off, but in the most polite way possible, or if they are overstepping and trying to tell you how to live your life or what to do or what you should be doing, or hey, why do you keep doing that? Or if they're being passive aggressive or full on aggressive toward you, just saying, hey, I appreciate it, but no thanks. Just kind of putting them in their place or putting up that boundary so they know they can't tell you what to do, where to go, what to wear, someone, if there's anyone trying to tell you, and I don't feel this person's trying to control you or conquer you in any way. To me, it's coming from a place of love, but maybe they're just overstepping just a bit and you're just not wanting to deal with it anymore. So just speaking up about it can really benefit because she's done. She's not going to sit around and wait for it to go away on its own because, in fact, if she doesn't say something, this person might amp up and get even worse. Let's see. Ooh, that one went flying. Yeah, wow, very interesting how, well, this is obviously a Cups card. This is not, but we do have the Ace of Cups turned upside down. And the Ace of Cups is our own self-love, our own vitality. And when it's spilled out, we can feel very lethargic, very drained. But standing up for ourselves can bring that essence back, can help us refill that cup once again. But there just might be something, even just keeping up with people's messages and keeping people in the loop, keeping people in the know can be very daunting and just like almost dragging your feet getting back to people, especially people who are maybe a little more passive aggressive to aggressive with you. And it's very interesting how this is the Four of Cups, but I'm only seeing three of them. So obviously there's the fourth cup, but she's not seeing it. So there might even be some good news coming in for you that you don't see coming that's going to refill that cup that's spilled. Look, it's up right here, spilled here. And she's just not settling for less than what she deserves anymore. So there might be someone else coming in to help you deal with someone who maybe is just overstepping. Again, I think the overstepping is coming from a place of love and care. They want what's best for you, but maybe the way they're suggesting or telling you to do certain things just doesn't align with what you want to actually be doing. And you can tell them that very politely, and I think they'll back off. So, yeah. Let's just see anything else Sandy needs to know. Ooh. So we have the Death card and the Devil. So, yeah, again, could be like that codependent energy or, again, just people overstepping their boundaries with you and putting an end to closing out that cycle. Because the Death and the Devil, these are energies we don't really want in our field. But let's get a clarifier on the Devil and the Death card. See if this is pointing to a certain person in Sandy's life or just energies in general. The Fool. To me, it does feel like a younger person. Someone probably in the prime of their life that's maybe giving you advice or their wisdom. And, they just can't see it the way you do because you've been around the block longer than they have and you know your life better than they do. But again, they're trying to, that all being said, I think there's a silver lining to this because they do bring a fresh approach. So it's not like everything they're trying to tell you is all bad. It's just certain things they think you should just be able to take their advice and run with it and change your life in one day. But that's not at all that's just not possible for most people to just change their whole life in one day, right? So it's about, appreciating the effort, appreciating the spirit that they're bringing to the table, without feeling like a failure because you can't implement all of this. This could even be possibly a doctor, someone younger than you, more in a youthful energy as far as, you could consider them your child age or a grandchild's age. I'm seeing more in the child age, someone in the prime of their life rather than a literal actual child for the person that you're possibly dealing with. They're definitely younger than you. And they think they know certain things about you, and that's why maybe the doctor energy comes up. Yeah, this to me feels like it's coming up. This is not something you're currently dealing with. Yeah, this is still on the horizon, and that's why you need to know so you can, cut this off at the past. So you don't have to deal with this person being all holier than thou and high and mighty in your energy. Again, I think they're coming from a true place, but the way they're going about it just isn't feasible for you. Um, let's see, anything else Sandy needs to know about this situation or just anything else in general. Ooh, we got a lot going on here. So we have Hathor with receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Yeah, we got 4 total of these. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right, and that's exactly the energy here of this Queen of Swords. Enough is enough with somebody. They don't know your life the way you know your life, so they can't tell you all of this. We also have bright future, which is great to see. So yeah, stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. But of course, it can be difficult to not worry, when you got things going on with your health and stuff. I totally get it. And then the Aphrodite with the inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. That's the word there. Beautiful. Yeah. So this is really about taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, doing the things that bring you joy, kind of stepping back to that inner child energy of just getting out and connecting with nature in whatever way resonates most. And, I know you have dogs. So dogs are a part of nature. That could be a way you're connecting with nature. A great, perfect way to connect with nature is to hang out with your dogs. That's my favorite way to connect with nature, but I no longer have dogs. Soon, though, I will again. I will again. But yeah, they are a great source of Mother Nature and just unconditional love in our lives. I feel like we need one more. You weren't here for the spirit animal draw, so I actually kind of want to do a 1-card pull for you before we wrap up your reading from the spirit animal deck. All this nature that's come through, just to see what Sandy needs to know, because we kind of made this like spirit animal and then a point of focus. So what spirit animal is coming through to support Sandy at this time, and what focus is there for her? Ooh, we have the squirrel, always prepared. Even if squirrels annoy you, like if you have squirrels around your yard that maybe are a little more annoying than helpful, or a little chatty and they're annoying. But it says here, you are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you all you need. So especially when you do see squirrels, if they are in your neighborhood. I mean, squirrels don't hang out in every neighborhood, but if you do see squirrels from time to time, just know that when you do see a squirrel, that's that reminder for you to get in that more playful, fun energy. And that'll really help you, kind of tune into that fun, sarcastic, just lighthearted self of yours. And that's really what's going to be needed. And I'm hearing laughter is the best medicine as well. So finding really fun ways to laugh, whether it's with a friend, even a friend that's very different than you, because we do have these other birds here, like the squirrels hanging out with, birds of a feather that aren't flocking together. So could be someone you don't normally hang out with, that you're hanging out with or talking to, hanging around in some capacity. But it's going to bring a blessing to you and this other person. A lot of random messages coming through for you, Sandy. But I hope that resonated. Yeah. So just be on the lookout for someone trying to, maybe try to get you to do things their way, or being a little too helpful in ways that just aren't going to serve you, and just speaking your truth and having your firm boundaries, I think is going to be important, whether it's a doctor or just someone younger than you or what have you. This is just upcoming energy. And just being very open to like new information coming in that's going to benefit your life. You don't see it yet. This isn't on your radar yet, but very soon you'll be able to look up and see this. So I would say within the next month or so, this message might be more crystal clear than it is right now, because this is still like future energy coming in. And I would even say between now and the summer solstice. That was kind of the time frame we got for our spirit animal cards. So between now and June 21st, this message is, ripe for you, Sandy. So check it out. Oh, you wrote it down to go back. Awesome. I can even timestamp. I'm not sure exact timestamp, so I'll kind of put it maybe 10 minutes back or so. So that'd be 1:13:37. So as long as you bookmark this video or save it in a playlist, I will put a timestamp when we're done here that you can just click, down the road and get right to the reading, or kind of close. I don't know exactly how long the reading's been. I average anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes, I think, for a full read. I initially was trying to keep them around 6 minutes because that's still getting quite your money's worth, but I can't. I just got to give it and give it and give it. Yeah, check it out. I will timestamp that for you. Even if it's not an exact timestamp, you can kind of scrub back or forward to find the sweet spot of where we started the reading for you. So yeah. All right. So Florence, we've got the last 2 questions coming in from Florence. Unless anyone else is here that would like to donate today to get their question answered. Otherwise, I will be back Wednesday for another collective reading for everybody. And of course, both on the Done Creative and Harmony Portal Tarot linked in the description below. I'm posting even some of my they're not that old, a couple months old, Harmony Portal Tarot videos over on the Done Creative, because I'm kind of wondering what direction to go with my tarot channels at this point, with both of them pretty much being shadow banned. I'm not sure if I hold on to one of them or both of them or neither of them and just move on and do something different. Like, I'm just at a loss for even knowing what to do. My only steady stream is you guys, is my live stream channel. So this is going nowhere, but everything else that I do is pretty much up in the air right now as far as, am I beating a dead horse? I hate that expression, but it's like, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So I don't know. But yet there's that other part of me that's wondering, is a psychic attack just so rampant that I still need to persevere through all of this throttling to my channels and dropping of subscribers, dropping of views, where a video has 600 views. I come back later that day, it's only got 200. They're literally taking views off of my videos. I don't know what I can do to combat that other than to just keep pushing forward. But at the same time, it's very frustrating to work so hard and to put so much love and heart and spirit into my readings and then, not even get that energetic exchange of getting even a couple dollars back on the video. Not that that's why I do what I do, but it's nice to get, a couple dollars here and there thrown back my way from my effort, Yeah. You can love what you do, but still appreciate getting paid for it. You know what I mean? Yes, I can totally timestamp yours, Florence. So we'll start Florence 12620. Florence. Okay, so I'll just timestamp one and then we'll go back to back with your questions. So you'll get the first question and it'll just roll right into the next question. So we're at 12634. 34 timestamp for Florence B. All right. And we had her other question up top here, a little back. Okay. So yes or no, I've been supervising the finances of my family after my mom passed away. Is this still in alignment for me? Okay. Still in alignment for Florence to supervise the finances of her family after her mom has passed away. Ooh. Okay. I would say yes. All aces are a big yes. It might, even if it is where you feel you have to justify certain things or explain, or sometimes maybe over explain to family members why certain things are a certain way, and it can be kind of a headache for you at times, I would say it's still worth doing because you have a very pure intention and pure heart about the supervising of the finances. So I would say yes, it is still in alignment for you and everyone else's highest good as well. To keep doing it. That all being said, though, it's not always going to be easy, but that doesn't mean you should stop doing it just because sometimes you get a little pushback from one family member or another, or maybe it just doesn't flow as easily, because this is a card about feeling like you have to stand up or defend yourself in some way. So I would say even if you're dealing with that, just keep doing what you're doing. I think that's your best bet. And then we have the 9 of Swords. So even if it is stressful, this kind of came out in reverse. So any stress you have that you're dealing with in having to supervise these finances is turning around. It's not going to be so stressful if that's what's going on with the finances. Let's get some words of wisdom and guidance for Florence on the continuation of supervising these finances, of her mother's finances. We have Healer with Witch here. So yeah, I think you're the best person for the job is really what I'm seeing here. You're the best one to be handling the finances. Any other words of wisdom or guidance or advice for Florence with this endeavor? Yeah, security with Witch's Cottage. Very interesting. So witch being your energy, um, you benefit your own like home structure. So eventually some of this money will be yours is kind of how I see it. Or a good chunk of the money will go to you because it's owed to you by way of, inheritance or what have you. So yeah, you're the one maintaining the home or the family or the finances here. So yeah, again, just a double confirmation that yes, you're on the right path. But think of owning a home. The witch doesn't just buy the house and la di da on with her life. She's always constantly repairing, maintaining, cleaning, cooking, cleansing, shifting, changing. Owning a home is work. It's tough business for a lot of people. So yeah, it's about continuing to the struggle might be real at times for you managing these finances, but it's definitely going to be worth your while in the end because you will have a nice chunk of that for yourself as a reward for what you deserve for the effort and work you put in. So I'd say keep going with that. It is still in your highest alignment at this time. Yes, that's very much on point. Yay, I'm glad that resonated for you. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. It's not always going to be sunshine and roses, but again, this Nine of Swords energy is like I felt like this big sigh of relief. Like, okay, eventually things will even out. Maybe certain family members won't be pushing back against decisions you're making, or trying to get more than their fair share, or what have you. And yeah, you're doing well. So keep it up, Florence. All right. Second question for Florence would be, what does my soul want to manifest? And I'm gonna even put that up to spirit. What your true spirit, because the soul is a matrix construct. It's just part of keeping the score from lifetime to lifetime. Really, in alignment with your birth chart, your personality. But your spirit is something that exists outside this matrix. So I want to even say, what does your spirit want to manifest? Because that's where your true power lies, is with your spiritual essence. So let's tune into that inner self, that true spirit of Florence, and what does her true spirit want her to manifest? And if her soul is wanting to manifest something in alignment, great. That we'll also take that into account in this reading. But is there anything positive that I already manifested is coming in the next month? All right. So yes, there's something coming in very soon. Something that felt held back or restrained is going to be flowing for you. Where there was any confusion about what do I focus on, you're getting major clarity. This is yet another yes coming in to say, yeah, there is something that you have manifested already that's going to keep leading to more manifestations as well. But let's see if there's anything Florence's spirit wants her to manifest. Ooh, we have the Page of Cups. So this is like youthful energy, doing things kind of spontaneously, really tuning into your creative abilities, your spiritual gifts and abilities. This is very child energy, so connecting with younger people or even literal children. If you ever did want your own child or children, this could just be a confirmation that could be a potential for you. But if not, this could be connections with other people's children. But you might be manifesting a new friend that is younger than you, that is very in alignment with your true spirit and their true spirit, like spirit friends, like soulmates, but like on an even grander scale. Someone you're really gonna enjoy being connected to. Very feminine energy coming through with this. So if this is not a female, it might be a male that's more on the effeminate side. Let's see. All right, manifestation. I'm even seeing like lifestyle, and maybe even like if there's like this desire for you personally that you want to shed a couple pounds or something, you're going to be able to do that. You're going to find the willpower, the motivation to be able to eat right, get that proper movement in your life, and be able to shed a couple pounds. I see lightening of your load. Just feeling more free-spirited, ready to take that leap of faith. Again, it's kind of really tuning into your own inner child as well with this combination. Very youthful energy you're bringing in. Maybe some of the regimens you've been doing or intentions you've been setting, you're looking in the mirror and you're feeling like, wow, I'm looking a little younger. I'm feeling a little younger. I got a little more energy, a little more pep in my step. which is great. I think everybody would benefit from that because youth is totally wasted on the young. Am I right? Um, so yeah, that you're going to be able to manifest more energy, more health, more vitality, feeling really good about the body that you're in, whether that looks like shedding a few pounds or just strengthening, toning everything up, whatever mission you are going to be on. But we also have some love, being able to manifest love, which is very exciting. This card's come out a couple times today now, which I love to see it. Let's just see some information about this love that wants to be manifested in by Florence's spirit. This love. Okay, we have quiet time and endings and beginnings. So yeah, as you close out old cycles of love, clear cords from old, ooh, I threw that. Did not mean to do that. Clear cords from old relationships and whatnot, that can make room for this new love to come in, Florence. So possibly manifesting new love very soon, but the old must be released so that the new can enter. And I'm really honing in on this, like, I know in this one it's a lotus, but I got a Christmas cactus right here. Could possibly be an Easter cactus. I mean, it bloomed around Easter. These actually came off the plant that my mother-in-law got me from a lady who was being put in a like assisted living facility. She was an elderly lady. She had all these plants that she had given to all these people. And I got a full big one of these downstairs, and my mother-in-law also got one from this lady. But these like broke off inside the box, just little pieces that I was at first going to throw away. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to put them in dirt and see if they root. And they have rooted, my friend. They have rooted. So very interesting how that lady, we were talking about that youthful energy, and the lady that gave me this is kind of on her decline and needing assistance, and she couldn't, keep up with her home and everything in it. And that might even be a message from your mother. I think that message of your mother getting older and then passing away, and then now you're kind of the one in charge of all of her things. Very interesting how these things just line up, isn't it? But look at this. It's so beautiful. And to me, this really is feeling like you being the one blooming. Your energy, your effort, your success, your manifestation really is about to bloom. And yeah, it's in a Philadelphia, no artificial preservatives, cream cheese container. I know, I'm so fancy over here. Soon I will be moving her. She's getting some good roots on her, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different little pieces that broke off that I just put them all in here. So maybe you're just kind of making a Mod Podge of broken things and making them come back to life in some way as well. You're very good at that. Green thumb, even if you are somebody who sometimes thinks you kill plants, actually try to reframe that in your mind, that you can make things come to life. That you once thought, well, maybe I'll just throw that away or it's not good anymore. You can repurpose things. Really using this youthful energy that's coming in for you, Florence, to repurpose some things. And we also have, I'm probably going to butcher this, Sigi? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's quiet time. So it says, take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. And that's that very feminine energy of that Page of Cups as well, is just finding quiet time to, journal, to meditate, to think about what you want in the future, and also to be creative. When we're in that creative flow state, we can get some really amazing downloads. That's when our spirit feels at, like the closest, at least when I'm being creative or I'm really in the zone with something sort of creative project. I feel really connected to who I truly am. So doing something creative can really put you in that flow state in alignment with your true spirit that will really help you feel good. All right, let's get one more to close this reading out for Florence. That resonates so much. I love it. Yay, that sounds beautiful. Yay. All right. So the Huntress quest, the Pleiades light my quest to be wild and free. What were we talking about? That free spirit. These two specifically, very youthful, vivacious, free-spirited energy. And yeah, hunting out, like this is you hunting for those opportunities. Of course, being receptive to any opportunities and manifestations that want to come in, but also doing your due diligence of taking action. So really it is about finding the balance of that divine feminine energy and then the more divine masculine energy to know when to take action and when to kind of pull back the energy. That's really going to help bring in some amazing opportunities and manifestations for you, Florence. I love it. What a beautiful read. I think we could all love and benefit from a reading like that. That was so powerful. So yeah, your true spirit coming online hot. Very strong, very strong. Be strong. You're stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. And then we have the green Terra coming in as well. So start delegating. So ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. And that's where we, as spiritual people, a lot of times we get more in our spiritual masculine, thinking we have to go out and conquer the world and do all these things. But a lot of times we can delegate some of those tasks, or, tell your inner spirit, your true self, true inner spirit, whatever you want to call that energy that's connected outside the matrix to the original source creator. Ask your spirit to come in and help you. You don't have to do it all in the human aspect. And in fact, your spirit is really working behind the scenes already anyway to manifest so much for you that you don't even have that conscious awareness of. So just be very mindful that you can ask your inner spirit, your true self, to come forward at any time and, help you with whatever you're trying to manifest. All right, Florence, I hope that resonated for you. All right, so I think that will do it. I will double check that we didn't get any other donations while I was rambling on. I think that is it. So we're going to go, but I wish you all a wonderful and happy weekend. I do have, let's see, I don't have baseball, at least for one of the kids tonight, because that's canceled, but I do have basketball tonight for Boston. And then Sunday, I have my writing group and Wrigley's soccer game. So we're going to be busy this weekend. And then all next week, we got baseball practice, soccer practice, basketball tournament. And my birthday is next Friday. But I probably won't be live on Friday because my mom's going to be in town, and I'm going to be out and about hanging out with her. So yeah, a week from today is my 41st birthday. I'm going to be well into my 40s now as of next week. So yeah, I'm going to only be live on Wednesday next week, just so you guys know. And if I'm feeling up to it and timing allows, maybe I will go live on Sunday and do that's something I've been wanting to ask you guys if you wanted me to bring it back again, was the rapid fire readings, where we just do $5 rapid fire readings. I think the last one I did might have been back in January. It's been a while. Maybe it was December. I don't know. It's been a minute. But yes, you all have a happy weekend. Possibly next Sunday, not this coming Sunday, but the one after would be what, the 27th? No. 28th, 29th, 30th of April. We might do a rapid fire reading spiel, maybe, if you guys want that. But yeah, I'm going to go. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you, hopefully, all of you, right back here at Harmony Portal Tarot Live. In the meantime, you can check out my pick of cards over on the Done Creative and as well as the Harmony Portal Tarot channel. All right, both of those are linked in the description below. I got all sorts of topics for any question you could possibly have, and sometimes just picking one at random can bring you some very profound information for what you're currently going through. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there and have a blessed and wonderful weekend. Bye!